So that's Brendan's car. We'll be doing a full feature on that, so get keen. Anyways, back to our shitbox Lexus. All our Haltech stuff is finally rocked up. So at the moment, we're gonna mount the ECU. I'm gonna do some stuff on the wiring. So Nathan's on the mounting job. We're gonna mount the ECU in the actual cabin, put all the wiring through, figure out where everything's gonna go, and then start trimming. We still have a couple of clips and stuff to connectors to show up. But yeah, so let's get cracking.
So what are you boys doing?
Just made a bracket, mate.
While this is all out on the bench, we've got our wideband sensor here. So this actually runs off the same connector as the CAN bus cable. Usually you plug that in there and then it has its own power and ground. The reason for that is because the ground wire actually just goes to the ECU. It doesn't go to actual ground. So it doesn't have a thick enough gauge to actually run the wideband. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the pin out for the ground, which I'm pretty sure is that one there, that goes to battery ground. I'm gonna splice those two in and then we can just plug this straight into the loom and run it instead of having to run extra wires. Big ass fuse box sits there in the middle of all my beautiful paint, and it ran across here, which we've tucked underneath, and then another big fuse box sat over here, ECU sat right there, batteries going in the boot in this case, and then we're going to try mount this fuse box as neat as we can somewhere in there tucked away. We're back on the bench. I've pulled it out, I've marked approximately where it runs through the firewall. The purpose of that is because I actually need to pull whatever I need on the inside into the back of the car out through past this point, and then we can run it to the back and wherever it needs to go. And then the rest of this is going to go to the engine. So I'm going to go ahead and sort that out now. All right.
And the wiping.
After much preparation, I finally decided what I don't need, and that is actually a lot. Actually, these go in the cabin. That's all just spare, which is fantastic because eventually I'm probably going to add more stuff. Anyways, I've routed the basic where I'm going to have everything set up. So ECU's mounted underneath where the airbag is, because this is a road legal car.
You sure
These
about
are all
that?
the wires that are coming through the dash already. I've got 3 more to pull through. It comes out of this little grommet in here. These are all wires that are spares. I might end up putting some more stuff in the car eventually down the track. I'll probably forget some stuff, so that's where I'll find that. First split is here. The main one runs underneath the manifold, nice and tucked away. Comes over the top here and goes to the cam, coolant sensor, alternator. Main injector harness goes across there. I have a couple of like little sensors that are going to branch off. Cam sensor as well. The main ignition harness runs across there. to the top, that's nice and short, gets terminated and plugged into the existing harness that came with it, so that makes my life a bit easier. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've marked off a couple of branches where it's going to go. Once I have the main section done, I'll branch off into all the little pieces and bits, and yeah, so let's do it.
Wait, what happened to the whole harness, mate?
Is it recording? Excellent. To the bench. I thought that was a big ass rat or something, eh? I thought you were behind me.
Shut up, bitch.
Don't do that. Don't. Do you want a coffee?
I would love a coffee.
There's a kettle over there for you. Nah, fuck it.
Wait, is that a...
Bro, this whole day has been just one episode after another.
Oh, I didn't realize you guys were watching.
What are you doing up there? Get down. Get down. It's dangerous up there.
Give him.
Kill him.
See, this concrete road looks me nice, eh? I did in it.
Did you put any milk in here? So you got like some for fans.
Nope.
Who the f runs fans, bro? That's what the air's for.
That's so dumb. Everyone knows 1Js don't make any heat. You don't need fans with the 1J.
Oh, I can't get the connector through. Oh no, bros. That's not cool. I tell you what, I
One nap later.
Fuel pump relays are done. All that's left to do is actually run the ground wires from the ECU to turn the pumps on. So I've just left that in there. I'm going to splice these two into the actual fuel pumps, the power supply. And I've just made a little mounting bracket here, so I'll show you how it's all looking when it's all fitted up. So that's our power supply for both to turn on the relays and the power supply for the pumps from the battery. This comes out here, and this is, I can't actually remember which wires we used. I did record it, so I'll have to go back through the footage because it's a twin pump hanger and we've only got 2 pumps in there. But yeah, that's going to tuck in nicely there.
This needs to stop now. Stop. No. Stop it.
Look pale. Why you look so pale? Even looks gross. Why would anyone do this?
The car finally has 3 pedals. I got a clutch and brake pedal kit from KE Conversions. Actually really good products. Same with the engine mounts, everything just works. But yeah, have a look. Finally 3 pedals. This one's fully hooked up.
3.
I still don't have a master for this, a master cylinder. So that's just flopping about at the moment, but soon. And then we can actually bleed the clutch, get a shifter, and then sit in the car and bang gears and pretend it's finished. We didn't film too much of the sleeving and pinning of the loom and that because it's just time consuming. But it's pretty much 90% done. I'm just waiting on some things that's arriving tomorrow. That will be in the next video. We're getting a idle control motor, trim module, boost control, solenoid, and finally our injector connectors. But yeah, once that arrives, this is pretty much completely done. And the only other thing that I haven't done yet is the alternator. That is because I'm actually going to make sure I'm going to take the engine back out, do what I need to do, finally put it back in, and then once that's done, I'm planning to run the charge wires underneath the radiator support. Also, fuel system is completely done. That's almost it for wiring, so yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Looks a bit like it.
You really need to spray this other rocker cover. It's actually annoying me in all the videos as well. I just keep staring at it like...
It's like there's a separation, like the rocker cover blends in with the intake.
Don't say that now, I can't see it.